Hi everyone, my name is Tyler McCroby. I'm the Guest Experience Manager at Dickies Arena, and during this part of the orientation, I'm going to talk about COVID-19, other infectious diseases, and how we can stop their spread throughout our community. So let's start with what is COVID-19. COVID-19 or coronavirus is an infectious disease caused by a newly discovered coronavirus. Most people infected with COVID-19 will experience mild to moderate respiratory illness and will recover without requiring any special treatment or hospitalization. Older people or those with underlying medical problems such as diabetes or cancers are more likely to develop more serious illness, hospitalization, or potentially death. The best way to prevent or slow down the transmission is to be well informed about the COVID-19 virus, the disease it causes, and how it spreads. Protecting yourself and others from infection by washing your hands, by using hand sanitizers, and by not touching your face is critical to slow down the transmission of COVID-19. This virus primarily spreads through droplets of saliva or discharge through the nose when an infected person coughs or sneezes. So it's important when we're here at the arena working that we're practicing respiratory etiquette. A great example that would be coughing into a flexed elbow, that we're keeping our masks on, and we're not utilizing handkerchiefs that if we do need to blow our nose, that we're doing so with a disposable tissue and disposing of that tissue once we're done. And at this time, there are no specific vaccines or treatments for COVID-19. However, there are many ongoing clinical trials evaluating potential treatments. So what are some of the red flags that may show that you have COVID-19? Symptoms include cough, shortness of breath or difficulty breathing, chills, repeated shaking with chills, fever of 100 or greater, muscle pain, headache, sore throat, diarrhea, or loss of taste or smell. It's important that if you do have any of these symptoms, stay home. Do not come to work here at Dickies Arena. Call your manager, call your supervisor, and call HR. Let them know that you are showing symptoms of COVID-19, and most importantly, call your doctor. If you are showing symptoms of COVID-19 and would like to get tested, log on to the Texas Department of State Health Services website, the link provided here, for a testing facility or location that's closest to you. If you test positive for COVID-19, please reach out to the HR department here at Dickies Arena. We need to alert your coworkers and the guests that you may have been in contact with in case that they have been infected. Proper hygiene. Wash your hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. If soap and water are not available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer that contains at least 60% alcohol available throughout the concourse. Cover your cough or sneeze with a tissue, then throw the tissue in the trash and wash your hands. Do not touch your face, especially your eyes, nose, and mouth. And wash your clothes and your uniform on a regular basis, especially once you've left the arena. Arriving at work. You will be required to take a temperature screening upon entering the building. You will not be allowed to work if your temperature is above 100 degrees Fahrenheit. It is strongly recommended that you take your own temperature before coming to work. If you are above 100 degrees, contact your supervisor, manager, or HR immediately. You will be asked to verify that you have not had COVID-19 symptoms in the last 14 days and that you have not come in contact with anyone with COVID-19 in the last 14 days. If you answer either of these questions yes, you will not be allowed to work. Employees will still be required to use the access clocks at employee entryways and the time clocks in both the break rooms and parking facilities. Please, before you utilize and after you utilize the time clocks, use hand sanitizer or wash your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Physical distancing. Even when wearing a mask, please keep at least 6 feet of distance or as much distance as possible between you and other employees and guests. Avoid congregating in large groups, and please keep your distance on your break in break rooms and in hallways. Face coverings. A face covering will be issued to you upon your return to the arena. You may use your own face covering if approved by your department manager. Face coverings will be mandatory. You must wear your face covering at all times. They must be covering your mouth and your nose. Please be sure to wash your hands or use hand sanitizer before putting on or taking off your face covering. How to properly wear gloves. Gloves are not an alternative to washing hands. Gloves can still spread germs and must be changed frequently. For the frequency of how often you should change your gloves in your specific role, please consult your supervisor or manager. Guest interactions. Please keep at least 6 feet of distance or as much distance as possible between you and our guests. Be professional, but avoid greetings that include contact with guests, that include shaking hands, fist bumps, or hugs, anything else that would require any physical contact. Avoid taking guest items. In specific roles, you may be required to take items such as cash. However, if your role does not require you to take anything from guests, please avoid doing so. More information regarding COVID-19 and the response from Trail Drive Management Corp. and Dickey's Arena, please consult your supervisor, your manager, or anyone in the HR department. Thank you all so much.